So here we are, we're on our way to the Bay Bridge Tunnel. It's been a long drive, about 3 hours. It's gonna be longer because we're not there yet. We're going down there for cobia, rockfish, spadefish, anything else that's biting.
There he is. Here, he's going under the food. There he is. Keep walking back. Here he comes. I got it. Cool. Do some good for something. You're doing pretty good. Good job, boys. I was tired of them taking my shit.
trying to find some cobia, and it's getting real hard. We've seen quite a few on the surface. We've been casting eels and kind of bucktails, these things, and we haven't had any real hits. We've had a couple of really close calls where the fish turned and went after the bait and then would turn away, so it's a little frustrating. So we're going to keep at it and see what we can do. But we've definitely caught some nice fish today. Hey, we're back from the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, and we were targeting cobia, spadefish. We saw lots of cobia. We tried catching them, you know, we're using live eels and even some bucktails, some special rigs for cobia, and you know, it was just a swing and a miss every time. It was just really hard. The current was really strong running through the bridge, and it was just hard. But we did see cobia. There were cobia there, and they're usually swimming amongst the rays. We did fish the Chesapeake Light, and you know, we caught some spadefish. It was a great day. We had good weather, saw lots of life out there. It was a long trip. It was probably close to a 4-hour drive one way. We fished hard and drove back, so it was definitely a marathon type trip. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to clean a spadefish. We're going to cook it up. And so we're more or less making this a catch, clean, cook on spadefish. Check it out. there it is. That's the spadefish and roasted vegetables. It does not get any easier than that as far as prep and even cooking. It basically cooks itself. So here we go. I'm going to give this a shot and see how the fish turned out. This was just caught yesterday. And that's good. It's cooked all the way through. I can taste the butter. A little bit of the Old Bay seasoning. Right on, that's a Maryland favorite. And it's good. This is a white, flaky meat. I like the texture. I think you're going to like it too. Very good. Two thumbs up. Okay, so something about these spadefish. You know, we used very small hooks, like 1/0 size hooks. They were circle hooks and clams. We took clams out there and just small pieces of clam, you know, hide the hook inside the clam, and we were just letting those baits drift back kind of underneath the lighthouse there and just let that fish take it. We didn't have to set the hook or anything, because typically when we tried doing that, we would pull the hook right out of the fish's mouth. So you got to let that fish eat, and you know, that pretty much was what was working to get it. We lost a lot of fish, but that's what worked to get them hooked and in the boat. It was a struggle at first, but once we figured it out, you know, we had it down. So my suggestion is, if you go down there to the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel or any place like that where there are spadefish, got to use those small hooks, got to use clams. That's what seemed to work, and it worked well, because every time a bait would drift back, a few moments later, you know, we were getting hits, and before you know it, we were hooked up with a fish. You know, subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more videos coming and a lot more destinations. You know, we're not just going to be fishing one specific area. I fish Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina. So there's going to be a lot more coming. Share the video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe.